Let's talk about the video number 3. In this video, I'm gonna teach you how can you start a container from an image. Let's say I have this Nginx image. I wanna start or create the web server. You can run any image from the Docker Hub and run inside the container. These are all the images are available in the Docker Hub. You can see the MySQL, Postgres, Mongo, Neo4j. We're going to use the Nginx. It is used to create a web server. If you don't have Nginx, you can install it. I'm going to direct run the Nginx. It will automatically pull the image. I can say docker run dash dash name, and I can give the name web. Here I need to provide the name of the image. I can say latest Nginx, and I would like to run the web server or run the container in detached mode. So I can provide -d. Now it's gonna pull, unable to pull the Nginx latest. So it's gonna pull the library, pull the image. Oh, I forgot to add latest. Let's get rid the latest part. Now you can see I got the container ID. So it means the web server has started successfully. You can look up all the containers are running by using this command docker ps, and here you can see the web server is running at port 80. You can also see your containers from here. You can see all the logs here for the web server. If you want to stop the container, you can click this button, docker run -d, and I'm going to provide the name Nginx. This time I want to use the port forwarding. Don't worry, I'll teach you the port forwarding. I can provide the port. Please run the web server at port 8080 in my machine and map the container port to my localhost 8080. -d. I need to give the name first. What it is saying. I need to use a different strategy. Docker run --name and the name of the web server, which is web -d -run in the detached mode, -p in the, please do port forwarding. I got the error response from the daemon. The container name web is already in by use by container. So let's log that all the container docker ps. So I have to use a different name. I can say the web server. Now you can see I got the container ID. So if I go to the localhost 8080, you should see welcome to Nginx. You don't need to install Nginx locally. All you need to do, run the Nginx image in a container. This is powerful. I just gave you the example of Nginx. You can use any library, any image from the Docker Hub. So API management, they have all of the images. All of the packages are available for you. So you just got the basic idea on how to run an image into a container. Let's say I got this one. You can look up the documentation. How can you run that? All you need to do is this one. Let's use another package. Let's look up. Let's say I wanna into the Mongo. You can also run MongoDB into a container. Please check the documentation, Docker file. This is how you will run the MongoDB in the container. You need Docker run just like we did here. You can provide the name of your MongoDB. I can use any name, and you can run the Mongo container in a detach mode. What do I mean by the detach or -d? It will run the container in the background. You can see, let's say my container is running now. I can play around with this one. So you can see here in the containers, this my web server is running. So I can delete that. Now web server is running. If I go to the localhost 8080, so you can see it has just logged. So I got to the home page. I go to the home page.